Today is the day for the sod adventure. I'm going out to Jardines Urbanos. It's past Penonome, and they have 52 square meters of sod that I'm gonna pick up for my hammock patio project. And last night I was out here trying to yank up some of this grass out of the block that I had planted seed in. Oh my God, that grass is strong. The roots are really solid in there. And I just found out my gardener is not going to be able to continue working because of his injury, which I'm not surprised about. I mean, he's older and he'd been limping, and I think he really enjoys the work, but it was just becoming too much for him. So now I need a gardener kind of urgently. Anyway, I have someone I can call upon to help with this project. My plumber, Alex, who doesn't have consistent work. I'll often, just call him for odd jobs, and he does a really good job. He's a very hard worker, comes up with solutions. So he actually created the patio to begin with. So maybe I'll call upon him and have him dig out all this grass. It took me about an hour and a half or so to get down to the Interamericana, and then I took that through Penonome, past Penonome to Rio Grande, where the vivero is. They also have quite a few plants for sale. I think if you're doing a big landscaping project, might be a good spot to buy some plants to fill in. A good selection of shade plants as well, which obviously you could use for indoor plants. And I did not get any plants. I do like these rubber tree plants. I have one inside. I was looking at one of the videos from the gardening, and it's just so funny to see everything so bare, and basically in 10 to 12 months it's grown like a jungle. I can't imagine what it's going to be like in another year. Well, this reminds me of when I left Volcan from Carla's plant sale, and I had a car full of plants and it weighed down the car. I didn't realize how heavy sod is, and I think I'm just gonna remove the block. I'll use it for something else, because the whole point was to have something flat, and it is flat because Alex flattened out the area to lay the block. So I think it's going to be best just to remove the block, lay down the sod. I'll put down some manure and peat, and maybe get some bags of soil. It's probably going to be the best thing. And I have a gardener coming tomorrow to talk about working on the house. So it's all coming together. I found this museum on the map, but they ended up being closed, so I ended up just visiting with the cows, and they certainly were cute. I should come back here. I could get all the manure I need for my compost pile. I want you to look really carefully at this billboard coming up, because that looks great, doesn't it? A nice house. These are the houses. I see a more frequent posting from people who are moving to Panama and they're talking about buying property, but they haven't actually spent time living in the area or even the neighborhood that they're thinking of buying. Please don't do that. Rent somewhere for at least a year before you even think about buying property. This was just the day of putting the sod down, and I'm so in love with it. I want to do the whole yard. It's just so beautiful. So some of you might know that I've been looking for work for the past year, basically. I do coaching work, and I was working for a company that then got sold. Work started to dwindle when I was working on the house. So basically I've been looking for other platforms for coaching work, which has not been going well. So I'm trying to figure out different alternatives, and I decided to start making t-shirts, print-on-demand products. So take a look at my store. If there's a design that you like, it would be awesome if you wanted to purchase a t-shirt or two or a travel mug. I'd really appreciate it. And let me know what you think about the designs on the shop. One thing I really like about Penonome is that you have the area on the Interamericana that has that big shopping mall basically with the Do It Center and the Rocha and the Ray and a movie theater. And then you have the downtown area that has this beautiful park and people just enjoying the outside or going to lunch at the fondas or doing business. I think there's some municipal offices in this downtown area. And then also there's shopping basically along two roads, but I will tell you the parking is horrendous. It is really, really a challenge to find parking. And if you get anything bulky at any of the stores, it can be pretty challenging to get it back to your car if you haven't found a spot on the street to park. So after circling around for 5 times, I found a spot to park. I was going to Super Fuerte. Sometimes they'll have things that the other bigger stores have, but for less money. I think I got a rug here for the casita that was like maybe $25. I just noticed that they have mattresses here, they have some furniture. I was looking for some shelves for my art room. I'm calling it an art room, but it's really like a junk storage room. And I kind of like that there are these stores here because, you know, some of the big box stores like Do It Center or Novi or Coaches, they can feel a little bit sterile sometimes. And I kind of like these off-brand or just independently owned stores that you can find kind of eclectic stuff. I don't know if these little stores have any type of warranties because even the Do It Center or Novi or Coaches or Hopsa, it can be challenging to be clear on any kind of guarantee and return policies. So it's probably a safe bet to say that there's not going to be much of any type of warranty or guarantee on a product, and unlikely that there'll be a return policy. But where else are you going to get a cute little ukulele or a guitar for 20 bucks? My sense of direction was really off because I went down this little sidewalk alley thinking that I was going to the public market, but I actually ended up back at my car. So I figured I took that as a sign, got in the car, and headed back home up the mountain. It's been a few more days since the sod was laid down and it's been weed whacked, so let's take a look and see what it looks like now. And do you see this? That is a papaya. So right now I think I have 3 papaya trees that are producing fruit. Super excited. I just have to show you what a gorgeous day it is today. This is our rainy season, but it is so beautiful when the sun is out. It'll probably rain later this afternoon, but man, I just love it when it's like this. I took the trike out today and met some people in town for coffee and got a papaya and a pineapple on my way back home. And there's 3 baby birds in a nest in the palm tree outside my windows up there, and it's just precious. They call me a